I'm good.
AJ, 2 weeks in a row, you had a big game. What do you think has been clicking in the passing offense and with you and Jalen?
Day in and day out, just putting our best foot forward, challenging each other each day, working. We know where we want to be, and we're striving for it each and every day.
Thanks to those 2 touchdowns, that first one, the 59-yarder, you had to kind of bob and weave your way in.
Man, shout out to my teammates blocking downfield. Shout out to KP and Nick. Caught him in the right defense, right, the right time. It's been like marinating all game, and was hoping that we can catch him into it. And I just got the ball, and my teammates showed up for me. So.
And the second one, you and Forbes, I guess, were going at it pretty much the whole game. You get the touchdown on him, and then you let him have it.
Yeah, so he's a good player. He's growing, and it was a lot of competition out there. Emotion was high. And I expected it. And I want that. And I made a good play. Jalen gave me a check. I made a good play, but I got to be better. I'm a vet now. I can't do stuff like that. Put the ball in front of him. So it was unnecessary. It kind of cost us some yardage on the kickoff. So I got to be better than that. So yeah.
At what point after that penalty did you realize, all right, I screwed up there? I
shouldn't. Jalen kind of brought it to my attention. And he told me on the sideline, you can't do that. And so he was just holding me accountable at the moment. I think that's the time I kind of realized. He told me, the kickoff return, they had some good yards, and like I said, I can't do that regardless of my emotions high or whatever. Like I need to go celebrate with my teammates, because that's what it's about. It's never about the opponent, So.
Did you see something on the plays that you made, seeing how they were playing you, how they were defending you, and the touchdowns that you scored?
How they were playing me?
Yes.
Man, they gave the young boy a lot of respect, man. He was following me, and he started following me, and it was like one-on-one most of the time, So they gave him a lot of respect, coming into the game. So, so yeah.
Ever since you got here, and I don't think a lot of people feel that, you guys feel like you're starting to play your best football, but you managed to be 4-0 without necessarily playing your best football.
No, I think we're still putting it together. Nobody wants to be playing their best football right now, but we're still striving each and every day to fix the little things and head in the right direction. Like I said, we don't want to play. We want to play good. Don't get me wrong. We want to play really well, but we don't want to play our best football right now in October. These are moments that we're learning from. These are experiences that we're learning from. There was a game in overtime that if it happens again, nobody will blink because we're put in these tough situations. So it's a learning experience. However, like we're 4-0. Like Nick just said in the locker room, we didn't won every way. These 4 games. And we're still striving to put our best out there. So most importantly.
Ever since you've gotten here, you've spoken about yards after the catch, adding 10 yards to every play. On that first touchdown, at what point did you think you'd be able to score?
As soon as I broke the tackle from the safety, walking downfield, that was huge. I credited those guys as soon as I got to the sideline, man. So that was big. So.
How does that work with your teammates when you're trying to set up blocks?
How did that work?
Yeah.
Man, they're blocking and whoever got the ball, just be an athlete. Do what you do. And I think in that moment, I was just trying to get in the end zone. So.
On the second touchdown, what adjustments were made? It seemed like you guys came out in a different type of way.
We kind of saw what they were trying to do in the first half and where we could exploit those openings on the defense. And we came out a little aggressive. We ended up getting 3, but we came out more aggressive a little bit. And, we just trying to stay aggressive,
The second touchdown, you talked about late hands a lot since you got here. Was that a good example of that? How much you improved at that over the years?
Yeah, that was a perfect example of late hands. He doesn't know where the ball at. I didn't want a PI. I refused to get a PI in that situation. So I had to show late hands, and Jalen gave me a great ball, and so yeah.
Did you hear anything from the league office about your cleats this week?
No, that was I was approved to wear the cleats. I wasn't even going to wear them, and they told me before the game, and I was like, hey, make sure you go get them. I wanted my daughter to see me. So.
AJ, what'd you see out of Jalen?
What I see out of him? fire, you know, that fire he kind of woke up a little bit, you know, and it gave everybody a boost, you know, because so most of the time, you know, Jalen just, no matter if the game's on the line, he throws a great ball, he's gonna be mellow, but that fire showed today, you know, and that desire, you know, and I'm proud of him, you know. I think he handled the game really well. You know, he went through his reads, and he was just giving, taking what they were giving him, and so yeah, we're still we're heading in the right direction, you know, and most definitely he leading us. So.
Last one, please.
What does it say about the team? 2-0. You basically had to win this game twice, right at the end of the fourth, and then in overtime. What does it say to be 4-0?
What does it say to be 4-0? It says nothing, you know. It says. But I mean, the record says nothing, you know. These experience says everything because we're learning from them. We're in these tough situations and we're learning and we're figuring out ways to get a win. Most importantly, the record right now, you know, of course we want to, you know, put our best foot forward and be in the be headed in the right direction. But you know, the 4-0 stuff, you know, that means nothing. You know, nobody is walking around like, "Ooh, we 4-0." That's not it. You know, but I think, like I said, we're learning from these experience and we're growing and we're challenging each other each and every day because we know what we're capable of. You know, we do it in practice and we just got to translate it to the game. You know, and we do it sometimes and we do it. And most importantly, man, like I said, man, this team is hungry. You know, we want to do it. You know, we feel that. You know, we walk around the building like we know what we can do. And when we go on the practice field, it's serious. You know, because we want to be better. You know, and it's from the whole team. And so that was a good challenge for us. We got a road trip, go to LA. You know, got to put our best foot forward because they're gonna challenge us again. Every week is gonna be a challenge. You know, and we got to be ready for it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.
Jake, can you walk us through that field goal at the end? What was your range on that end too?
I don't know that the range really even mattered at that point. I think going into the game we were saying 58, 59, so well within. Just want to go out there and hit a good ball.
Jake, a lot was made like with switching holders, kind of here in midstream to go to Braden Man. Looks like just kind of business as usual.
Yeah, Braden's been awesome. He's a great holder, always has been. So it was a pretty seamless transition. Got everything right for me, and I feel real comfortable with him.
I know we've talked in the past about kicking both ends here, the open end versus the closed end.
Mm-hmm.
Remind me, is the closed end the easier part, or is it?
Typically, today that was probably preferable. It was it was a little gusty and swirly in there, but that's the reason we kicked off that way in overtime.
What's it like when Jordan Mailata picks you up after?
It's scary. It's scary. You ever seen the longest yard scene where they pick him up? Yeah.
Do you feel like you're kicking maybe as well as you have in your entire career?
Yeah, I feel really good. I feel like I'm building every week, just hitting a really consistent ball, and it's paying off right now. We're getting a lot of opportunities.
When you kick, obviously overtime, you know the situation. I imagine you try to approach every kick the same way. How do you sort of balance that?
Yeah, I was kind of in that zone for a while there. I was thinking that was going to come down to me there in the fourth quarter, and then obviously had the long touchdown pass and prolonged it a little bit. But yeah, I try to get into that mindset on the sideline, knowing it's coming down to me, really zoning in. But yeah, it's the same every kick. I have a process. I'm hitting balls into the net on every down, and just kind of visualizing every kick. And I was happy to put that one through.
Jake, how do you mentally prepare, knowing it's going to come down to you to win the game?
Yeah, I mean, it's something I've been doing my whole life, right? I love it when those situations come down to me. I always have, and in tennis growing up, and baseball, being the last batter, whatever it may be, it's just kind of something I've always done and always felt real comfortable in. And for whatever reason, I just really love those situations.
Jake, saw you earlier in the week just from around hitting 70-yarder, trying 70-yard kicks in practice, 72-yarders. Why do you do that?
I like to feel comfortable from those distances, whether those are ever going to come up or not. I mean, I had a pretty strong tailwind in practice when I was doing that, but it's a good reminder just to have fun, and during practice situations when you get to go do those are fun kicks for me. I like to enjoy it, and it's one of those things where I'm trying to make good contact, see how the ball is going to be affected for that long of a distance, and I've gotten real comfortable over those the last couple years.
We saw before your one kick, they called a timeout and you ran to the sideline and kicked into the net. Why do you do that?
It's just part of my process. I like feeling in the same rhythm as I would any other kick. So if I go over, kick one into the net, trot back out, feels like any other field goal.
You guys are 4-0 in a variety of different ways to start the season. What, I guess, in the long run, can you guys get as a group out of the fact that you're finding multiple ways to win?
Yeah, Jalen was just talking about this. It's putting us in great situations where we face adversity and you feel a little pressure, right? You get into those pressure situations, and I think those situations where you're going to feel them down the stretch late in the year into the playoffs, it's good to have those to look back on and learn from, and it makes people feel more comfortable in those pressure situations.
Feel comfortable in this stressful situation today? I mean, how do you?
I mean, yeah, it's like I said, it's something I've been doing my whole life, and I really live for those. I really like those situations, and that one felt really good. It's been a while since we've had a true walk-off, so for me that was fun to be able to do again.
Late in tight games like that, do you feel your teammates kind of staying away from you on purpose?
I don't know. I mean, I always kind of stay off on my own during games. I really do have a good process over there, and I think people know not to go mess with me, whether it's normal course of a game or in those OT situations. So I don't think anything was really different. Good.
Thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.